Most riders think fear keeps them safe. The truth? It makes you hesitant, unpredictable, and more likely to freeze when you actually need to react. 63% of riders quit within their first year, not because they crashed, but because anxiety convinced them every ride would be their last. Today, I'm exposing 14 common motorcycle fears that have zero basis in physics, statistics, or reality. Number 14, the fear of the public stall. We start with the classic performance anxiety. It is the nightmare scenario that haunts every new rider's dreams. You are at a busy intersection. It is rush hour. The sun is beating down. There is a cute girl or guy in the car next to you, looking over with mild interest. There are pedestrians watching from the sidewalk. The light turns green. You give it some gas. You let out the clutch, and silence. The engine dies. The vibration stops. And then, the symphony begins. The car behind you honks immediately, an aggressive, impatient blast that pierces your soul. You feel the heat rising in your cheeks, hot enough to fog up your visor from the inside. You panic. You try to restart it, but the starter grinds because you forgot to pull the clutch in. Then you pull the clutch, hit the button, the bike roars to life, but you dump the clutch again in your haste, and the bike lurches forward like a bucking bronco before dying a second time. Now you look like a total amateur who just bought their learner's permit 5 minutes ago. You want the asphalt to open up and swallow you whole. Listen to me closely. Nobody cares. Stalling a motorcycle is not a moral failing. It is a mechanical hiccup. It happens to MotoGP champions in the pit lane. It happens to seasoned veterans with gray beards and million-mile patches. It happens to everyone. The fear here isn't about the bike, it is about the audience. You think everyone is pointing and laughing, but here is the reality of the human condition. The person in the car behind you isn't analyzing your clutch control technique. They are not judging your friction zone mastery. They are probably texting, eating a burrito, or yelling at their kids in the back seat. They barely noticed you stalled until the light turned green. And even if they did see it, they will forget about your existence in exactly 3 seconds. You are an NPC in their life. You are background texture. Quick check-in. If your back hurts more getting off the bike than after the ride, like this video, brother. We're the same age. But if you think the embarrassment of stopping unexpectedly is bad, wait until you hear about the biological bomb that is ticking inside your helmet right now. Number 13, the fear of the helmet sneeze. This is a fear that plagues the allergy sufferers and the cold weather riders. You are cruising along at 60 miles per hour. Your visor is down. You feel that tickle in your nose. The sneeze is coming, and there is absolutely nothing you can do to stop it. The fear is that you will sneeze, blind yourself, lose control, crash, or just cover the inside of your expensive shoey in biological warfare. Here is the truth. A helmet sneeze is gross, but it is not fatal. Humans have an amazing ability to keep their eyes open or blink rapidly during high-stress sneezes. You are not going to black out and ride into a ditch. The bike has gyroscopic stability. It wants to stay upright. A split-second convulsion isn't going to send you into a tank slapper. As for the mess, yeah, it happens. It's the unglamorous side of the Sons of Anarchy lifestyle they didn't show on TV. Jax Teller never had to wipe snot off his chin bar, but you might. The solution is simple. Carry a bandana or a neck gaiter. If you feel it coming, try to aim down. And if the worst happens, you pull over at the next gas station, grab some paper towels and clean it up. It's just part of the game. The real fear shouldn't be the sneeze itself, but the fear of trying to hold it in. If you try to suppress a sneeze at highway speeds, you might pop an eardrum or just make a weird face that scares the driver next to you. Let it fly. Bless yourself. Keep riding. Another check-in. If you pick gear by what hurts least, like because comfort is king. But speaking of things happening inside your helmet, let's talk about the emotional damage that happens when you try to be friendly and get absolutely shut down by a stranger. Number 12, the fear of the wave rejection. You see another bike approaching, you get ready, you extend your left hand, 2 fingers down, cool as a cucumber. You initiate the wave, and nothing. The other rider cruises past, staring straight ahead, completely ignoring your gesture of brotherhood. You feel rejected. You feel uncool. You start spiraling. Is my bike not cool enough? Did I wave too eagerly? Do they hate me? Stop it. This is high school drama manifesting on 2 wheels. There are a million reasons why someone didn't wave back, and none of them are about you. Maybe they were shifting gears and their hand was busy. Maybe they were clutching the bars because of a crosswind. Maybe they were checking their mirrors. Maybe they are a new rider terrified to take a hand off the bars. Or maybe, just maybe, they are a miserable curmudgeon who hates happiness. Whatever the reason, it does not matter. The wave is a gift, not a transaction. You throw it out there to put good vibes into the universe. If it comes back, great. If not, the vibes are still out there. Don't let a non-waver ruin your ride. Don't become the guy who posts on forums complaining about Harley guys not waving or sport bike guys not waving. Just wave at everyone. Wave at scooters. Wave at kids on bicycles. Wave at cows. Be the ambassador of Stoke. If they leave you hanging, that's their loss. You are still riding a motorcycle, which makes you cooler than them by default. But while a missed wave hurts your ego, the next fear on our list hurts your wallet and your pride in a slow-motion disaster that everyone has nightmares about. Number 11, the fear of the kickstand disaster. We have all had this nightmare. You pull up to a parking spot at a bike night. All the cool kids are there. You shut off the engine. You lean the bike over with confidence, and you realize a fraction of a second too late that you forgot to put the kickstand down. The slow-motion panic sets in. The bike passes the point of no return. You strain every muscle in your legs and back to catch it, but gravity is a cruel mistress. The bike gently lays down for a nap while you stand there straddling it, looking like you just wrestled a bear and lost. This fear keeps people up at night. But here is the secret. It is a rite of passage. There are two types of riders, those who have dropped their bike and those who will. If you haven't done the phantom kickstand yet, your time is coming. And when it does, it's okay. The fear of this happening often leads to overcaution, which makes you stiff and awkward. The solution is to build a ritual. Engine off, key off, look down, kickstand down, lean. Say it out loud if you have to. Kickstand down. Make it muscle memory. Stand by. So if your knees sound like a two-stroke on cold start, like this video before they seize. And if you do drop it, you might break a lever. And that leads us directly to the fear that keeps dealerships rich and you poor. Number 10, the fear of mechanical incompetence. I can't work on my bike. I'm not a mechanic. What if I break it? This fear keeps dealerships in business and wallets empty. Many riders are terrified to touch a wrench to their machine because they treat the motorcycle like a magical artifact that runs on wizardry and unicorn dust. They think if they turn a bolt 1 degree too far, the engine will explode. Reality check. Motorcycles are just metal, rubber, and plastic held together by fasteners. They are simple machines. You do not need a degree in engineering to change your oil or adjust your chain. You need a YouTube video and a $10 socket set. The fear of messing it up prevents you from bonding with your machine. Start small, adjust your mirrors, tighten a loose bolt, clean and lube your chain. As you do these small tasks, the mystique fades and you realize it's just Lego for adults. Modern bikes are incredibly resilient. You aren't going to ruin the engine by changing the oil. You aren't going to cause a catastrophic failure by adjusting the chain tension unless you make it tight enough to play a violin on. The internet is full of tutorials. Fear of maintenance is just fear of the unknown. Once you turn that first wrench, you unlock a new level of ownership. Plus, you save a fortune. But getting lost in the garage is one thing. Getting lost in the real world is a whole different beast that terrifies the GPS generation. Number 9, the fear of getting lost. In the age of GPS and smartphones, we have developed a pathological fear of not knowing exactly where we are at every second. We see the no signal icon on our phone and start hyperventilating. What if I run out of gas in the middle of nowhere? What if I take a wrong turn and end up in a horror movie? Let me tell you something. Getting lost is the whole point. You are on a motorcycle, not a commuter train. The best roads are never the ones the GPS tells you to take. The GPS wants efficiency. It wants highways and straight lines. You want curves and scenery. The fear of getting lost assumes that being lost is dangerous. Unless you are crossing the Sahara Desert or the Siberian tundra, you are rarely more than 20 miles from a gas station or a person. If you take a wrong turn, guess what? You get to ride your motorcycle more. You get to see something you didn't plan on seeing. Embrace the U-turn. Embrace the stop at the weird local diner to ask for directions. That is where the stories happen. Nobody ever tells a great story that starts with, I followed the blue line on my phone and arrived exactly on time. The stories start with, I missed my turn, ended up on a gravel road, and found this amazing waterfall. Stop worrying about the destination and let the road take you. Getting lost usually means blue skies and adventure. But what happens when the sky turns dark and the water starts falling? Number 8, the fear of the rain. You check the weather app. It says 40% chance of rain. You cancel the ride. You sit on the couch and watch Netflix while your bike sits in the garage, judging you. The fear of rain is powerful. We act like we are made of sugar and will melt instantly upon contact with H2O. Or we worry about the bike. Will the electronics short out? Will the tires instantly lose all grip and slide me into the next dimension? Here is the physics. Modern motorcycle tires are incredible. They have silica compounds and tread patterns specifically designed to channel water away. Unless you are riding on polished ice or an oil slick, you have about 80% of your dry traction in the wet. That is plenty to ride safely. You just have to be smooth. As for you, waterproof gear exists. And even if you get wet, it's just water. You dry off. Riding in the rain is actually a Zen experience. It forces you to be smooth with your inputs. It makes you hyper-aware. The smell of the rain on the hot asphalt, the sound of the droplets on your helmet, it's atmospheric. It feels like you are piloting a spaceship through a nebula. Don't let a few clouds dictate your happiness. If you get caught in a storm, slow down, relax your grip, and ride through it. You will arrive at your destination looking like a drowned rat, but you will feel like a Viking. So folks, quick one. If your wallet cries louder than your exhaust, like because you deserve cheaper bikes. But rain is temporary. The next fear is permanent, sitting in your garage, haunting you with buyer's remorse. Number 7, the fear of buying the wrong bike. This is analysis paralysis. You spend months on forums. You watch every review on YouTube. You make spreadsheets comparing horsepower, torque, seat height, and fuel economy. You are terrified that if you buy the Yamaha instead of the Honda, you will live a life of regret and misery. You worry you'll outgrow it in a month, or that it will be too powerful, or that your friends will make fun of it. Listen, there is no such thing as the perfect bike. Every bike is a compromise. A sport bike is fast but uncomfortable. A cruiser is comfy but heavy. An adventure bike is tall. But here is the good news. There is also no such thing as a wrong bike. Almost any modern motorcycle is a miracle of engineering that will put a smile on your face. If you buy a Ninja 400, you'll have a blast. If you buy a Harley Sportster, you'll have a blast. If you buy a weird Italian scrambler, you'll have a blast. And maybe some oil leaks, but that's character. The fear of choosing wrong keeps you from riding at all. Just pick the one that makes your heart beat a little faster when you look at it. If you buy it and hate it, sell it. Motorcycles hold their value reasonably well. It's not a marriage, it's a machine. You can date around. Don't let the fear of making a mistake stop you from making a choice. Once you pick the bike, you hit the highway, and suddenly you feel like an invisible giant is trying to rip you off the seat. What do you think is happening? Number 6, the fear of highway wind. New riders often get on the highway for the first time, get hit by a blast of wind at 65 miles per hour and think, I am going to be blown off the back of this bike. The wind feels violent. It pushes your helmet around. It feels like an invisible hand trying to tear you from the handlebars. This triggers the death grip. You squeeze the bars tighter, which stiffens your arms, which transfers every gust of wind directly into the chassis, making the bike wobble. This confirms your fear that you are about to crash, so you squeeze tighter. It is a vicious cycle. The reality, you are not going to be blown off. You are sitting on a 400-pound gyroscope moving at speed. The physics are keeping you planted. The wind is just noise. The solution to this fear is to surrender. Relax your arms. Flap your elbows like a chicken to ensure you aren't tense. Lean into the wind. Once you realize the wind is just a sensation and not a force capable of launching you into orbit, the highway becomes peaceful. You are cutting through the air, not fighting it. Fighting the wind burns energy, but the next fear is about running out of energy, specifically the liquid kind. Number 5, the fear of running out of gas. This is related to getting lost, but more specific. It's the range anxiety. You stare at the fuel gauge, if you have one, or the odometer. You start doing mental math. I've gone 120 miles. The forum says I get 45 miles per gallon. That means I have 1 gallon left. Where is the next station? The fear is that the engine will sputter and die, leaving you stranded on the side of the road like a helpless turtle. Here is why you shouldn't worry. First, most bikes have a fuel light that comes on way before you are actually in trouble. That light is usually you have 30 miles left warning, not a self-destruct in 10 seconds warning. Second, almost everyone has a cell phone now. Third, motorcyclists are helpful. If you are stuck on the side of the road with a helmet on the ground, the universal sign of distress, another rider will stop. Running out of gas is a rookie mistake, sure, but it's also a great story. Remember that time I had to push my Sportster 3 miles in the Arizona sun? It builds character. Just reset your trip meter when you fill up, learn your bike's range, and don't push it. But if it happens, it's an inconvenience, not a tragedy. So if you've ever whispered, "Please, baby, don't stall," while your friends watched, like we've all been there. But running out of gas happens in a straight line. The real fear lives in the corners, where gravity tries to pull you down. Number 4, the fear of leaning too far. You are in a curve, you are leaning, and your brain screams, "Stop! We are too low. The tires will slip." You instinctively chop the throttle or stand the bike up, which actually ruins your line and makes the corner dangerous. This is the fear of the contact patch. You look at those tires and think, that is a tiny amount of rubber holding me to the road. But let's look at the science. Modern motorcycle tires are miracles of chemistry. On a dry, clean road, a standard street tire can lean way further than your brain thinks it can. Most riders never use more than 60% of their tire's potential lean angle. You have a massive safety margin. The foot pegs will scrape the ground long before the tires lose grip. The chicken strips, the unused rubber on the edge of your tire, are nothing to be ashamed of, but they are proof that you have more grip available. Trust the tires. The bike is designed to lean, it wants to turn. The fear of leaning is actually the fear of trusting the machine. Once you learn that the bike is more capable than you are, you can relax and flow through the corners. Now we've gotten to the holy trinity of nightmares. We have conquered the stall, we have survived the rain, but what remains are the 3 monsters that live deep inside your helmet. We are about to expose the LI of the real biker and why the guys in leather vests are secretly just like you. We are going to defend your choice to dress like a Power Ranger in the name of safety. And finally, the top 3 fears, the elephants in the room, the ones that keep your mother awake at night. Stop shaking. It is time to take control. Number 3, the fear of the wrong gear. I don't mean shifting gears, I mean clothing. I am talking about the fear of the fashion police. This anxiety hits you before you even turn the key. You look in the mirror and the doubt creeps in. You worry that if you wear that high-vis yellow jacket, you look like a construction worker or a crossing guard, a total dork. Or you worry that if you wear full racing leathers on a casual Sunday street ride, you look like a Power Ranger who got lost on the way to the track. This is absolute nonsense. Let me give you the only rule that matters in the world of motorcycling. Wear what saves your skin. The asphalt does not care if you look cool. It does not care about your brand loyalty or your color coordination. If you go down at 60 miles per hour, that road acts as a cheese grater regardless of your fashion sense. Skin grafts are never in style. If you want to dress like a neon highlighter because being seen by distracted drivers makes you feel safe, do it. Be the brightest thing on the road. If you want to wear a vintage leather jacket because it makes you feel like Steve McQueen escaping the Nazis, do it. Wear that cool factor with pride. The fear of judgment regarding your gear is the silliest fear of all. Listen to me. The only people who judge other riders' gear are insecure internet trolls who probably don't even ride. Real riders respect anyone who is out there on 2 wheels, smart enough to protect themselves. Dress for the slide, not the ride, and don't apologize for it. But even if you dress the part perfectly, there is a deeper fear waiting for you, the nagging fear that you are just pretending. Number 2, the fear of judgment from real bikers. This is the big one, the mental block that stops you from joining the pack. Impostor syndrome. You know the feeling. You pull up to a local bike meet or a gas station on a sunny Sunday. The air smells like unburnt fuel and testosterone. There are guys with gritty patches on their leather vests. There are guys on 30 grand Ducatis wrapped in carbon fiber. There are kids doing wheelies in the parking lot. You look at your stock bike. You look at your sensible textile jacket. You feel small. You feel like a fraud. You think, I'm just a commuter. I'm not a real biker. Let's shatter a myth right now. What exactly is a real biker? Is it someone who rides in the pouring rain without rain gear? Is it someone who builds their own chopper in a shed using only a hammer? Is it someone who rides 100,000 miles a year and sleeps on the asphalt? No. A real biker is someone who rides a motorcycle. That's it. That is the only qualification. The engine size does not matter. The brand on the tank does not matter. Whether you ride 5 miles a week or 500 miles a week does not matter. The motorcycle community is vast, chaotic, and beautifully diverse. Sure, the cliques exist. We roast each other constantly. The sport bike guys make fun of the Harley guys for turning gasoline into noise without speed. The Harley guys make fun of the adventure guys who look like they are dressed to go fly fishing on Mars. The adventure guys make fun of the scooter guys. But guess what? It's mostly playful banter. That scary-looking guy in the leather vest? He's probably a dentist named Steve who waves at kids. Underneath the plastic and the chrome, we all share the same wind. We all face the same risks. We all know the visceral feeling of a perfect rev match downshift. The road doesn't ask for your resume. Don't worry about proving yourself to anyone. You don't need to ride fast or loud or far to be valid. If you have a key in your pocket and a helmet on your head, you are part of the club. You are one of us. And finally, we have arrived at the ultimate fear, the fear that underlies everything else, the fear that keeps our mothers awake at night. Number 1, the fear of the crash. We have to address it. It is the elephant in the room. It is the dark thought that sits in the back of your mind every time you kiss your family goodbye. Every time you ride, there is a risk. You worry about the soccer mom in the SUV turning left without looking. You worry about the invisible gravel in the blind corner. You worry about the pain. This fear is healthy, but only in moderation. It is a survival instinct. It keeps you alert. It keeps your eyes scanning for threats like a fighter pilot, but you cannot let it consume you. Here is the paradox. If you ride terrified, you will be stiff. You will be reactive rather than proactive. You will fixate on the danger rather than the escape route. A terrified rider is a dangerous rider because hesitation kills. You shouldn't worry about crashing in the sense of dreading it constantly. You should prepare for it. Worry is passive. Preparation is active. You prepare by wearing the best gear you can afford. That is your armor against the asphalt. You prepare by taking training courses and practicing emergency braking in empty parking lots. That is your software update. You prepare by riding sober and focused every single time. Once you have done the preparation, you have to let the worry go. You have to accept the risk as the price of admission for the incredible freedom you get in return. Let's be real. Life is fatal anyway. You can slip in the shower and break your neck. You can choke on a pretzel while watching TV. You can get hit by a bus while crossing the street safely. Safety is an illusion. Living is a choice. Riding a motorcycle is an affirmation of life. It is choosing to live vividly in a world that wants you to exist mildly. Don't let the fear of dying keep you from living. Respect the machine, respect the road, but do not fear them. You are not a passenger, you are the pilot. You are in control of your destiny. Trust your skills, trust your preparation, and enjoy the ride. Want a cheat code for confidence? Click the next video for the easiest motorcycles on earth. Get right on it, and I'll meet you there. Don't leave without clicking like and subscribe to join our community. You'll be glad you did.